At their own 16-yard line.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
First play of the drive, a first down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
On first down, Dobbins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check safety. Check safety. Check. 66. Pull it. Now. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. All right. Let's go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there.
Check three. Hurry. Roy. 25, check 25.
First carry for Nick Chubb. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the Ravens' 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Topper!
Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, check line 47. Check. Regular. Watch the screen. Hurry.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Kings.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Right here.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. Deep ball for Goodwin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
No surprise. They try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
A little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch the screen. Check three. Hey, alert. Bravo.
Mayfield to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Matt Judon. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now they're coming back out. Now they've established this run game. The play-action pass could very well be open.
At the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm going to run you over. Check the backer.
Now a give right side. Dobbins. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
The 42-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. There's the stiff arm. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Check 15, check 15.
Run.
Back.
Hurry. Run. Watch out.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Hey, alert! SOS. Hurry! Hey, alert 33.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 27 yards, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Beckham, the return. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. Now the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, 180. I'm coming after you. Pistol. Hey, alert. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
180.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
King. Watch twins.
Man open. It's Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it online and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there. Let's get the set.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
The Browns drive about to get started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football.
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Check 26. Check.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to run now. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check. Hurry. Real.
Now Mayfield. Looking deep downfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
At the 32-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Bang. Pistol. Check. Lucky.
Hurry.
And again, it's Chubb.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. 180.
Watching you cry. All day. Joker.
Alert.
Flare. Why? Get wide. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hurry.
Slam. 50.
Hurry.
In the face.
Watch out.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Set. 220.
Mike 27. It's just me. King. Me and you. It's just me and you. Regular. Kill.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Good. 180. Oh, here we go. Oh. 47's the mark.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 26. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Okay, 57 to Mike. Watch the twist.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Defense, let's go. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Ricky.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Set, ready. Now the wolf. 57 for Mike. Hey, come on now. Shit.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Ravens 14, Browns 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This will be taken very short. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Right there.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. No chance. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
57's the mic. Check pass. 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down, rolling to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he finds McCoy. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
A gain of 25 yards. First down, Ravens.
Ready. It's on the ending. Let's go one more. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17. Justin Tucker is the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Run. Hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Deep ball for Goodwin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
Switch.
And with the play clock getting closer to 0, John Harbaugh is going to call a timeout. That's going to leave him with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. On 2nd and 9, Jackson looking for his running back, and he's got him. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now it's Jackson towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 38 yards. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Browns 17. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. As his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
It's caught by OBJ. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. So they got one of the 2 touchdowns they needed. Now for the onside kick. Oh, and did the Browns get it? I think so, yes. So they've accomplished half the mission, Charles. They get the onside kick. They do need a touchdown here, but they've got some time to do it.
In the excitement, there's no need to press. Plenty of time. They have the opportunity. Now they just need to execute and finalize things.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Mike 55, Mike 55, 61, matchbox, light.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
That's good for the Browns. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check my 47.
Silver.
First down, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
King. Good dash. Come. Check. Hurry.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Run.
Go. 47.
I got it.
Here's Mayfield. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Back to throw. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down.
Hey, alert. Hey, Delta.
3 down. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check.
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. As an inside linebacker, got to be a little bit more poised.
No doubt about it, because they get a little bit of flexibility, especially when they're trying to stuff a gap. You know, we get that double A gap look. This time he got too eager and got too deep into the backfield.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
I got it.
Following the penalty, Chubb. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah. You don't want none. Hatch it.
Real. Hurry. I got it.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Alert. Big time.
He's back to throw. He finds his target, Beckham. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Hurry. Jam. Regular. Hey, wahoo. Hurry. Watch out.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Hurry.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
And I know it's hard to find solace on one side when the season ends, no matter where it ends, but especially in the playoffs because there's all that build up to the moment. But I would imagine the post-game locker room speech, it'll have a pretty positive spin.
It should. They've made a heck of a run to get to the playoffs and have that chance to advance, even though they didn't. But you're right about how much it's going to hurt because when you work that hard to get this far, it hurts just a little bit more. No matter when your season ends, it's a downer. But in this case, even more so because you had your eyes on the big prize, which was the Lombardi Trophy.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.